Everybody, this is Nikki and she is riding Miro, and today we are going to do a basic pattern with poles and cones. Now with this basic pattern, what we are working on is making turns where you just tip the horse's nose to the little bit on the inside and you're going to use outside leg. So now she's going to head towards the cone. She wants her hands to be back in a neutral position. That is going to be right in the center. We're going to stand over the pole. And now she's going to look straight, walk the horse straight. Her hands need to be in neutral. Now, when she sees, she's going to tip his nose by pulling and then release the pull and put your hands back to neutral, and it's all leg, all leg. Okay, we are using a bitless setup, which is going to be a hackamore. Now, the hackamore does have a tendency to slip a little bit, so we want to make sure that it's like 2 fingers from that side. Now, we are going to use direct rein, which is pulling directly on. And when you pull, try to pull low. There you go. See how he gives his head nicely. Now, as soon as you start your corner, that's when you put your hands back into neutral, which back into neutral is going to be right in front of the blanket and where you pinkies can touch the blanket. Now we're going to talk about the leg. Now, the hardest part is not raising the heel, keeping that heel down, and you're actually going to press with the inside of your calf and release, press and release. That is going to be the basics for this exercise. This is all about learning how to use your leg as opposed to your hand. Now, this time we're going to start the cone, so she's going to tip her nose, just tip the nose lightly, hand back to neutral and leg, hand back to neutral and leg. If you use a little, now straighten up, straighten up. Now some people want to pull too much. You don't want to pull, you're using your leg. This point you're going to push over with that leg, push with your leg, the right leg. The inside leg pushes the horse out. Remember, it's not the heel, it is actually the inside of your calf. So once you get straight, now she's going to start her turn. So she's going to tip his head and outside leg, press and release. Good. Notice how he stayed in a nice, pretty circle. Now straighten back up. Look forward, try not to look down. Use that inside leg, so right leg, push him over, push him over, push him over, and tip his head to the opposite direction. The whole thing is, every horse has an amount of pressure that you need to use. So when you're ready for your turn, tip his head back to neutral with your hands, back to neutral with your hands. Use that leg. Okay, get him going. Get him going. Now, I can see you're using your leg. Good, good, good. Now straighten him up, straighten him up. There you go. Now relax your hands. When you're going the direction that you want to go, just go back to neutral. There you go. Try not to use your hands to steer, but you use your seat. And that is the hardest thing in the world to do. Remember, what we do on one side, we do on the other. Now, as you go over the pole, stand over the pole and find that 2-point position. Now relax yourself. That'll help you get your leg in the position that you need. A lot of people put their leg too far forward. Now, ready, and tip his nose and press. Press and release, press and release. Trying to use your heel, use your leg, not your heel. Okay, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. Okay, now aim for the pole and stand over the pole. Hands down and stand. Good. Now stand up a little bit more until you get a nice, if you're feeling out of balance, go ahead and stand and use that. Use your leg, not your heel. That's the hard part, I know. Okay, ready. Now stand in your saddle and find that balance point. That is going to help you more than anything else. If you're feeling like you're out of balance, you might be, and it might be your lower leg going forward. So now that you're in balance, ask him to go forward and press on both sides. Button number 2, both sides will get him to go forward. So walk straight, walk straight, walk straight. And once you get to the cone, start your tip, and use your leg, leg, leg. Good. That was much better. Now straighten up. And I'd like you to stop him. Whoa, use your seat to stop. Now ask for the back. So squeeze and release with your seat. Squeeze and release and pull to your thighs. Pull to your thighs. Ask for the back. Take a step. Low with your hands. Squeeze and release with your butt. You got to open and close your butt. Ready? Ask for the back. Come on, back up. Back up. There you go. Good. One more step. One more step. Come on. Come on. You have to ask for the back. Come on. There you go. One more step. So squeeze and release with your butt and pull to your thighs until he takes a step. Come on. Pull. There you go. And release. Good job. Thank you so much for joining us on today's lesson. If you enjoyed the lesson, give us a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And to see more of Nikki, check out her playlist.